Hello everyone, we who are really passionate on making this video. Hope all of you guys will enjoy the video and it may improve your insights.
Hello guys, so today our team will talk about Australia. Let's go. When we discuss powerful country that offers so much adventure and beauty, it's the height of stupidity not to refer to Australia as a multicultural country. The community of people living, studying and working come from many different countries. Australia obviously is an attractive place. We have many advantages in all aspects, such as people, climate, specialty, tourist attraction, flora and fauna. First, let's talk about people in this puzzle. Australia is an incredibly diverse country and is home to so many different wonderful cultures and communities. According to the survey in 2022, more than 50% of Australia residents are foreign origin. Most of them may be Indians, with about 220,000 people born in India become Australia citizens between 2016 and 2021, with Nepal making up the second largest proportion. By the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, Australia has just experienced a period of lowest immigration in history. So the management and expansion of immigration is a very important issue for Australia. Despite the fact there is something truly unique that links everyone together here is one of kind, share, spirit and attitude. That is the Australians ways of life. One of the reasons that they have this lifestyle because of their language is Australian English. It's the most important and common language that most people use it every day. That makes sense why they really chill out in community. In my opinion, the Australians are easygoing and friendly. But in media aspect, there were many school violence, racism in the past and still a pressing issue nowadays.
So hi guys, I am Tiếng and today I will talk about the climate in Australia. Let me introduce the Australia a little bit. The Australia is the largest country by area in Oceania. It is also the world's sixth largest country. Australia has a climate affected by the ocean currents due to surrounding around the India and Pacific Ocean. Australia has a wide variety of climate in each region will change due to topographic. For example, most parts in Australia is desert, so the temperature in here is really high. But in southeast or southwest, it have the temperate climate, whereas the others have a tropical climate. Obviously, we can see that the climate in Australia is really diverse. Since 1950, in each decade, the temperature has been warmer than its predecessor. The warmest year recorded was in 2019 because fires in southeastern affected and damaged a lot to the environment, and the climate is not an exception. Now we will move to the current outlook in climate in recent years. It is believed that the hot days will become hotter and more frequent in summer. Not only that, but also the time in drought will increase across the southern Australia. Moreover, the heavy rainfall events have become more intense in recent times. It is revealed that the intensity of rainfall have increased of 10% compared in August 2022. It is usually called short duration in academic field. Short duration extreme rainfall events are often associated with flash flooding, and so this change in intensity will bring risk to community a lot. Last but not least, the snow death is also related to temperature and climate, and the observed decline are associated with the warming change. In conclusion, the climate change in Australia is quite worse in some recent years, but like most of countries around the world, that the climate is stabilizing due to the COVID-19. The people had to avoid the epidemic, so the variety of working had to be stopped. Therefore, without some industrial activities, the climate and environment is recovering.
Hi guys, my name is Tiếng. Today I will talk about tourist attraction in Australia. For me, I think that tourism is one of the most important aspects to consider if it is a developed country or not, because travel is a potential a country economy. So as to Australia, that country has so much sightseeing and this is very interesting tourists. The typical tourist attraction that I know are the Sydney Opera House and Bondi Beach. First, we want to talk about the Sydney Opera House, which is an icon of Australia. It was finished in 1973 and it's got more than 10 times than the original budget. This building is a significant icon of Australia. When we talk about the Sydney, Australia, the Opera House pop up as a signature for us. This big house is breathtaking architecture. It is surrounded by water on three sides and it's highlight that Australia or Halloween ways design. This big house is mainly used for opera performance. Dining at the restaurant inside, you can enjoy that vibrant atmosphere by joining theater, studio, concert hall, exhibition room, cinema. Sydney Opera House is famous not only by its mighty beauty, but also it's considered for such a long time like this. By this reason, this unbelievable building is being a part of UNESCO World Heritage Site, and also very impressed because this house has been kept in the good condition. Next, I will introduce Bondi Beach. It's one of the most beautiful beaches in Australia or even in the world. Golden sand, colorful treasures, waters, backpackers walking along the coast make the atmosphere there incredible. This beach is too easy to reach. It just took sightseers 15 minutes to drive from Sydney Centre. And Bondi Beach is also a great spot for tourists to get a taste of Sydney beach culture. Dipping in the clear water, surfing the huge wave, taking photos outside made this famous. And it's not much to say that it's one of the most famous beaches in the world. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rui and today I'm going to talk about the fauna of Australia. Fauna of Australia consists of a huge variety of animals, including mammals, birds, reptiles, and fish. First and foremost, there are more than 380 species of mammals, such as dingoes, wild dogs, and Tasmania's demons, which are small in size, just like a cat, and more than 140 species of marsupial, including kangaroos, wallaby, koala, and wombat. Kangaroo is the biggest marsupial in the world and is also the iconic creatures of Australia. About birds, Australia is home to more than 800 species of birds, and nearly half of these belong to Australia. This continent is also famous for passerines, also known as songbirds, which have a fantastic voice. You can see them in the National Park and Tiwaning. About 200 species of seabirds live on Australian coast. In there, we have one of the very common large seabirds, the Australian pelicans. They have a big mouth with broad wings and catch fish really well. Next is the reptiles. Australia has more than 700 species of lizards and has more venomous snakes than anywhere else. This place also has freshwater crocodiles and saltwater crocodiles. There are 5 species of endangered sea turtles that usually lay eggs on the beach, and 8 species of the freshwater turtles. Finally, fish. More than 4,000 species of fish inhabit Australia's waterways. Of these, 3/4 live in tropical marine environments, and 1/4 is endemic, such as great white sharks or the box jellyfish. Because of a lack of fresh water, Australia has only about 300 species of freshwater fish.
Hello every guys, I will represent the flora of Australia for you guys. Australia has an incredibly rich and diverse flora. It includes jungle, desert, and steppe. It is estimated that there are more than 20,000 species of vascular plants and 14,000 non-vascular plants, and also it has 250,000 species of fungi and more than 3,000 legions. Its diversity is due to the effect of climate change and continental shift. The distinctive feature of the Australian forest is suitability to aridity. For example, eucalyptus forest. When we talk about eucalyptus forest in Australia, it is impossible not to mention the Green Mountain. It has been recognized by UNESCO in 2000. Australia is the native land of eucalyptus with more than 700 species from red, white, and black. Eucalyptus in other parts of the world is imported from Australia. Eucalyptus has many uses in construction, furniture, medicinal herbs, and cosmetic. The second example is the golden wattle. It's a very well-known species in the kangaroo country. Specifically, this flower is strongly distributed in the southeastern region of the country, stretching from the south of Victoria to the north of New South Wales and Australia's capital region. It usually grows in the areas of eucalyptus forest where the soil is dry and shallow. The reason it became the symbol of Australia that nearly 90 years later, on the 200th anniversary of British settlement in Australia, the golden wattle was recognized as the symbolic flower of the nation on September 1st, 1988. The fragrant flowers have been used to make perfume and produce honey in wet area. Nowadays, the golden wattle have crossed the borders of Australia and grow in many countries such as Portugal, Italy, and India.
So today I'm here with you guys to talk about specialties of the country that is Australia. First, Australia is well known by its specialties in past till now. This is an interesting country which makes people learn a lot of things from it. Before we start, I will have a brief introduction about it. To talk about a country's specialties, their cuisines, traditions, festival, and holidays are worth to be discussed. First, cuisines. Food is the most common way to mention someone about a country. So to Australia, it is not typical listing the special food of people here. We got Vegemite butter on toast for breakfast. Not a complicated dish, but outstanding on the food by its taste. It's a thick brown shiny butter which is made from brewer's yeast, what condensed at the bottom of a beer barrel, and it tastes bitter from beer, rich umami and greasy from the butter. Combined with the toast, make those become a fast and uncomplex breakfast for busy. Another one is special toast is lamington. It's so special that it is recognized as a national cake of Australia after a big vote. It is a square-shaped chocolate sponge and dipped in the desiccated coconut, and this cake is too good that everyone like it on this planet. Secondly, the Australia tradition is not unique as food. It is only created by the original inhabitants, like BBQ in Christmas, curry hat everywhere, Vegemite on toast, those make etc. Those make Australia a rich culture country. Lastly, festival and holiday is indispensable. They celebrate an honorable moment by a holiday like Australia Day on January 26 to commemorate the first fleet landing one on this land in 1978. Another is Melbourne International Arts Festival. Is fascinating by its hustling and large-scale event that showcases art, music, dance, etc. Hence, Australia is a special country which you could find anything here. Thank you for listening.